Hey there, Spurs fans. Before we dive into today's exciting updates on Tottenham, I need your help to hit a major milestone, 2,000 subscribers. Hitting that button not only supports the channel but also ensures you won't miss any future updates. Stay tuned until the end for all the details. Let's make this happen together. Now, let's get into it. Richarlison's season at Tottenham has been far from what was expected. Since his £60 million move, the Brazilian striker, who was one of the most talked about names in the transfer market, has faced a series of challenges in justifying both his price tag and his place in the team. With only a few standout performances and many moments falling below expectations, the player has become a target of criticism from not only the fans but also the specialist press. His lack of consistency in performances and struggles to adapt to the playing style of current manager Ange Postecoglou have sparked ongoing speculation about his future at the club. Tottenham, currently enduring a turbulent season, is beginning to question whether it's worth keeping Richarlison in the squad, especially considering the high costs involved in his signing. Richarlison's future has been widely discussed, particularly with the interest from his former club, Everton, which has frequently been mentioned as a potential destination for the striker. While the Toffees may be willing to attempt bringing the player back, the club's financial situation and the challenges of executing such a deal make the negotiation a bit more complicated. Tottenham's former scout, Brian King, has been outspoken, stating that Everton should not risk making a permanent purchase of Richarlison, given the underwhelming performances the player has put in over recent months. King suggested that, if the Toffees wanted to pursue a loan deal, it could be a viable option, but dismissed the possibility of a permanent transfer unless there was a significant discount or a guarantee of future return. In addition to performance issues, Richarlison's body language on the pitch has also been a concerning factor. According to expert analysis, the striker has displayed a lack of confidence, with gestures and attitudes indicating frustration and discomfort. His posture on the field has been one of the most frequent criticisms of his time at Tottenham, raising the question of whether he truly fits into the playing style that Postecoglou has imposed. For a player of his stature and market value, his lack of commitment and effort on the field is something that bothers not only the fans but also former players and professionals who closely follow the team's daily activities. Regarding the potential departure of Richarlison, speculation suggests that Tottenham could accept an offer of up to £30 million, which would represent a significant loss compared to the price they paid for the player. If this amount were realised, the London club would essentially lose half of their initial investment, which would have a significant financial impact. Selling Richarlison could therefore be a tough but necessary decision for Tottenham, who need to balance their finances and focus on strengthening other areas of the squad. However, the big question remains, would the striker be able to regain his form at another club, or will his time in European football be defined by his failure at Spurs? Richarlison's departure could, however, open up new opportunities for the player, especially if he finds a more comfortable environment, such as Everton, where he had success in previous seasons. For the striker, returning to the club where he built his reputation could be a chance for rehabilitation and confidence recovery. However, Tottenham will also need to make difficult decisions, as selling Richarlison, along with other potential departures, could leave a significant gap in the squad, requiring substantial reinforcements to return to competing at the elite level. The Brazilian's future remains uncertain, but his choices and next steps will be crucial in determining the direction of his career. Rumours are circulating that Cristian Romero, one of Tottenham's key defensive players, could be heading for the exit. The Argentine centre-back, who has firmly established himself as a leader in both the Premier League and for his national team, has been integral to Tottenham's defensive stability. However, whispers of a potential departure have begun to grow louder, with speculation suggesting that the club might be willing to part ways with the 25-year-old in the near future. Given Romero's influence on the pitch, his exit would certainly leave a massive void in the squad, one that could significantly impact the team's defensive setup. As Tottenham navigates a transitional phase, the potential sale of Romero could be a calculated financial decision, as the club looks to balance its books while planning for the future. His solid performances in the Premier League and his leadership in the backline have made him one of the most sought-after defenders in Europe, with numerous top clubs likely keeping a close eye on his situation. While his departure would be a huge loss for Spurs, it's clear that the club will need to make some difficult decisions moving forward, and Romero's future remains one of the most closely watched stories in North London. As the rumours surrounding Cristian Romero's future continue to intensify, the prospect of his departure from Tottenham has fans and pundits alike on edge. His commanding presence at the back has made him a fan favourite, and the thought of losing such a key player raises serious questions about the club's defensive plans moving forward. With top European clubs circling, potential bidding war for the Argentine is inevitable, and Tottenham could be faced with a significant offer that might be too tempting to refuse. As the situation develops, all eyes will be on the club's next move, with fans eager to see whether Romero will remain a cornerstone of Spurs' defense or if the club is ready to cash in on one of their most valuable assets. The uncertainty around his future is sure to keep Spurs supporters on tenterhooks in the coming months. Before we dive back in, I need your help to hit a massive milestone, 2,000 subscribers. If you're enjoying the content, tap that subscribe button and hit the bell to stay in the loop with every new video. Together, we can make this happen. Now, let's jump back into it. Cristian Romero's performances for Tottenham Hotspur during the 2022-23 and 2023-24 seasons have been marked by impressive defensive prowess but also moments of inconsistency, reflective of the club's turbulent campaigns. After joining Spurs in 2021 from Atalanta, the Argentine quickly became a key figure in the heart of the defense. In the 2022-23 season, despite the team's struggles under Antonio Conte, Romero's leadership and rugged defending stood out, earning him praise for his ability to read the game and make crucial interventions. However, his performances were often undermined by Tottenham's collective issues, and he at times appeared frustrated by the lack of stability around him. The 2023-24 season has seen Romero continue to demonstrate his high defensive IQ, but his body language has suggested mounting frustration as Spurs continue to grapple with their form. With 85 appearances and 6 goals for Tottenham as of now, his influence has been undeniable, but the question remains whether his future will be at the club. If Cristian Romero were to leave Tottenham, the impact on the team would be significant. As one of the club's most solid defenders, his departure would leave a massive void in the backline that could be hard to fill. His leadership and ability to read attacking threats have been invaluable, and Spurs would likely struggle to replace a player of his caliber. The Argentine's departure could force the club into a major re-evaluation of their defensive strategy, and if a top European club were to come calling, Tottenham might face a difficult decision about whether to cash in on one of their most valuable assets. As the rumours swirl and the club's future hangs in the balance, all eyes will be on how Spurs navigate this potentially seismic change in their defensive setup. As the speculation about Cristian Romero's potential departure from Tottenham continues to intensify, Spurs fans are left to wonder, how would the team cope without their stalwart defender? Would his exit leave a gaping hole in the defense that the club may struggle to fill, or is it time for a fresh start in the backline? With Romero being such a key figure in the heart of the Spurs defense, his potential departure is a dilemma that fans are divided over. Some may argue that the club could move forward with a new defensive approach, while others fear that losing such an influential leader could send Tottenham into a defensive crisis. So, we ask, do you think Spurs should cash in on Romero now, or is his presence vital to any future success? The clock is ticking, and Tottenham's next move could shape the future of the club. What's your take on this high-stakes situation? Let us know your thoughts. Don't miss out, subscribe to the channel and smash that like button to keep up with all the latest action. Drop your thoughts in the comments, your support is everything to Tottenham. Catch you in the next video.